Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is dedicated to bringing you scary stories. In this episode, we'll be looking at 2-sentence scary horror stories. As always, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like. It helps me a lot and helps me keep creating these videos. On to the stories. My daughter's smiling face greeted me from the driveway as I returned home from a hard day at work. Where's the rest of her? I can't move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would really be this lonely, I would have wanted to be cremated instead. Growing up with cats and dogs, I got used to the sounds of scratching at my door while I slept. Now that I live alone, it's a lot more unsettling. Don't look behind you. It doesn't like to be seen. There's a girl standing outside my window. The only problem is that I live on the 7th floor. I said I would babysit my niece. That was before I met Stacy, her imaginary friend. No matter how much we fight, my wife will always prepare my coffee in the morning. This time it did taste a little like almonds. When I smiled, she did not smile back. Something's very wrong with this mirror. As a biologist, I love all my animals. But sometimes I wonder to myself if any of them still remember that they used to be human. Us being twins, my brother and I often share experiences and sensations. I only wish he had warned me before I had open heart surgery. Yesterday I wrote number 69 on my wrist as a joke. Today it's 68 and it's now not washing off. I saw a severed arm in a dumpster. It freaked me out as it gave me a thumbs up when I walked away. No matter how hard I struggled, I couldn't get free of the chains I was bound in. I hoped they'd hold once the full moon came out. After years of research and hard work, we finally done it. We made it contagious. That jerk just gave me the middle finger. I swear I don't know where the rest of his body is. The world was thrilled with the announcement that the first mission to Mars would be an all-female crew. 1 year later, the world was terrified when they all returned pregnant. My 4-year-old son said he wished that people didn't have to knock. I told him about doorbells. He asked me to install one on his window. Did you know there's such a thing as a left-handed person? They are all your kind. And then there are all of those who escaped from the other side of the mirror. I opened the door to a policeman who tells me my husband died in a car crash on the way home. As I turn my head to see him eating dinner I just served, he starts grinning at me. I love diving into the deepest parts of the ocean where you can't even see the bottom. This time I can't see the surface either. I came home after a weekend-long trip away and took a shower. I pressed the only towel in the room against my face. I discovered it was already wet. I twisted and rolled over in bed and then froze as I saw something distinctly not human smile at me through my window. My heart almost stopped when I noticed it was a reflection. Alone in my room, I sneezed softly. "Bless you," someone else said. We smiled proudly as our daughter went off the bus for her first day of school. Our hearts dropped when the real bus arrived 2 minutes later. It's been 365 days since the global outbreak, 187 days since I realized I might be the only survivor, and 3 days since the two of us found each other in the wreckage of the world and regained hope. It had been so long and I almost forgot about everybody else. The world ending in 2012 wasn't a prophecy. It was a suggestion. We should have listened, but now he's here. It seemed like my essential oils and vitamins were starting to clear up my symptoms. There was really no need to tell the rest of the group that I'd been bitten. "You look like death," he said. A wide smile crossed my face, flattered to be recognized as I hooked him with a scythe and pulled him downward to the abyss. A pandemic has wiped out over 99% of humanity, but don't worry, it only spreads to those who know about it. As I watched the sun set from my villa in Paris, I received the terrifying news from across the globe. The sun had set in New Zealand too. I love these clap-on lights. Just one problem with them. When I clap to turn them on, something under my bed claps to turn them off. I heard screams echo all around me. I'm deaf. After I asked the crystal ball to tell me how to escape death, I was very confused as I read, "No thanks, honey, I'm full." However, something clicked in my head when my wife offered me cake after dinner. Yesterday, I figured out how my curse worked. Apparently, only people in danger can see what I write. I think it might have been the most successful serial killer in history. The best part is telling their loved ones we did everything we could. Punctuality has never been my strong suit. As I sit here and watch the last ship leave for New Earth, I wish it was. I just spent 24 hours locked in an old insane asylum so I could win $1 million. It's been 26 hours, so why is the door still locked? As always, thank you for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video. It helps me create more. Have a great day.